NNRG.
So Buggy Boy is the game for today, and I'm not really sure what to expect with that. Like, Buggy would almost suggest, like, Dune Buggy or something, but why boy? Like, is this going to be like a boy collecting insects? I don't know. Let's start it up. So, go through our typical C64 loading sequence here, and we will see, within a moment, anytime now, it's just, okay, there it goes. Now it's doing something. That took it a while. Okay, so we're getting a remember intro again. It's got this old style to it. It says Buggy Boy +2 and high score saver. Okay then. So moving on from the intro there, are we going to get documentation? We are. Scenario: Buggy Boy is the ultimate driving challenge. Okay, so it's not going to have anything to do with insects. Be prepared for the bumpiest ride of your life over 5 of the roughest courses ever devised for 4 wheels. You must race across terrain littered with boulders, trees, brick walls, and fences, whilst following the rough outline of the track through narrow valleys, across even narrower bridges, and through dark tunnels. Okay, so sounds pretty typical here. Okay, so it's also noting here that additional points are scored by collecting the flags and driving through the score gates. Collecting the flags in the specified order will give you a larger bonus, as will bumping into the football? What do footballs have to do with racing? And yeah, basic controls: up to accelerate, down to decelerate, left, right, turn left and right, and fire, change gear. So it's probably going to be one of those kind of games where you've either got a low and a high gear, or maybe 3 different gears. I don't know. We are going to find out. Yeah, there's not really much more to these documents here. Okay, let's get it started. So we got ourselves a title screen. Buggy Boy. Licensed from Taito Corporation. Okay, so this looks like it was probably an arcade game then. Anyways, moving on. And we got some full screen raster bars going on, which means probably loading something. Okay, black screen, and now what? Oh, right, the high score saver thing. Okay, reset those, and now we're going to get a proper screen, right? Come on. This game is... Okay, there it goes. Buggy Boy. And... okay, it's showing up some high scores now. Okay, that's all it's really doing, is showing high scores. Do we push the button? We push the button. Select your course by moving the joystick up or down, then press fire to start. Okay. Oh, that's not a good sign. The up and down motion on this is incredibly unresponsive. Oh boy. Okay. I'm going to start counting the number of times I push down until we get to south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 presses to get from off-road to south. That's only 4 entries. Okay, I figured out why the controls are so incredibly unresponsive here. So there's some kind of timer going in the background, and it will only change the course if you're holding up or down when that timer ticks. So right now you can see it's kind of going down at a sort of rate just because I'm holding the button. But if I change directions just at any moment, notice that the timing didn't change. So yeah, it's clearly just a timer going in the background, and only when the timer ticks will it actually check if you're pressing up or down. Hopefully the rest of the controls in the game aren't that obtuse. Okay, so I guess we'll just start with the off-road. So, I finally heard some noise here. This game's been silent until now. Okay, so up to accelerate. Yep, we got a low and a high gear. So once we start going fast enough, push the button, go to high gear. Okay. So far this doesn't seem to be too tricky. I don't like having to hold up all the time, or wait. I don't have to hold up all the time. I'm literally not holding any directions now, and I'm still going maximum speed. So I guess maybe if I was like to go off the road a little, then I'd have to hold up again to get my speed back up. But that is nice that it is holding my speed at where left it at. Although 226 does seem to be the maximum here. Okay, so it looks like I should be going for like a purple flag next, and now a yellow. Whoa. Did I just suddenly get engine noise? I had no engine noise until now. Oh, it's because I'm passing another vehicle. Or is it because of that? I'm not sure anymore. Oh wait, I gotta go to low gear. Oh no, wait, I do have engine sounds now. I started this with no engine sounds at all, and now I've got engine sounds all of a sudden. That's weird. Oh jeez, the enemy AI just sort of flew into the water there. Okay, so I gotta re-accelerate there. So I tried to pass that time gate there. I'm not sure exactly what that did, because my timer just does seem to still be ticking down here. Oh, it just gives you a little extra time when you get the extend. Okay. So I'm noticing that the obstacles on the track aren't necessarily dangerous right away. Like the giant rocks are a bad thing, but like the little stones just put you up on 2 wheels, and then now my engine sound is messed up again? Why is my engine sound messed up again? So I'm noticing I'm still having sound issues. Oh wait, that was the football! They literally meant like a soccer ball in the middle of the... Oh wait, am I out of time? Yeah, I'm out of time. Okay then. So I guess I didn't do too terribly. And I'm already back to the title screen. So I'm guessing this is all there is to the game, just choose a track and try to get a high score? I mean, let's go to the north track now. Like, I mean, this track here actually has an end to it. So my guess is now we're actually trying to reach the end of the track. So now the time bonuses might actually make a difference. Now let's see what we can do here. So let's accelerate up. And yeah, I have no engine sound again. What is up with the sound in this game? Like, I'm guessing maybe the people who were cracking it just didn't do the... Oh. Yep, but now I have sound again. So there's clearly some weirdness going on with the sound system in here, but... I mean, the gameplay itself, unlike the menu system, which did seem to have some issues with the way it was controlling there, the controls in here do seem to work pretty well. So this track's a little weird in that it's sort of split in two. Like, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be... Like, maybe I'm supposed to be on the middle part here. It's just the middle part turned into water at that one moment, so that didn't help things out. Oh, am I already out of time? Oh, geez. This game's actually a lot less lenient than I would have expected. But then that kind of puts it on par with what you would expect in the arcades, right? Because in the arcades, you want it to be as hard as possible. But at the same time, you still need it to be at least a little easy to start, because if you lose players too quickly, then they're not going to keep trying to play. But yeah, something I was trying to say about the obstacles earlier is that some of them seem to do more than just stop you in your tracks. Like the logs that sometimes show up, like there's thick logs and thin logs, and the thin logs seem to bounce you into the air. So that seems like a good way, like that right there. Yeah, it bounces you into the air as opposed to completely blocking you off. Okay, let's try again to get to the next block of this particular track. Just gotta remember to not run into things, because running into things is bad, generally. So you only have to hold up when you're, like, going onto the off-road section. So long as you're staying in the middle road section, then you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so even though this game controls fine, I will say it is tough. Like, I'm gonna guess that if once you know the layout of these tracks, it gets a bit better, but first time playing, you're definitely gonna be making mistakes constantly. Yeah, I didn't even get anywhere close to the end of the track there. Okay, well let's try the east track here. Maybe this will go a little better. Although I got a funny feeling they're ordered in difficulty. Okay, so starting off here, got a few obstacles. Nothing too egregious yet, although we're already encountering other vehicles on the track. Like, how did they get ahead of us? One other thing I've noticed here is that when you're taking a turn, there's no actual drifting in the turn. Like, you know how in a racing game of this style, with the fake 3D going on, that if you were to do a turn, it would actually, like, pull your vehicle towards the outer side of the curve? That's not happening here. So, you don't really have to worry too much. Although that was interesting, you got, like, banked roads on the side there. Okay, so going through a tunnel, we're almost to the checkpoint, but I ran out of time, and yeah. Yeah, this game is hard. Okay, let's try the west track. Maybe I'll be good at one of these. It really does seem like memorizing the track is necessary to actually have a decent shot of getting anywhere. Which, I mean, in some ways it's kind of par for the course. With a lot of racing games, usually once you know the track is when the game really starts to pick up in terms of being able to get anywhere with it. Whereas early on with a racing game, generally speaking, you're going to have a tough time. Although with this game in particular, because it's constantly throwing obstacles at you, that doesn't help matters. Okay, that's interesting that it's the, it's falling in the water that's restoring the engine noise. So I think what it is one of the sound channels is just not playing correctly. Like the C64 SID chip has 3 sound channels on it, as far as I'm aware. My guess is that one of those channels is being set up for the engine noise, but that it's not actually being told to play. And so that's what's causing that problem there of the motor sound not going when it should be. So now let's try the south track and see if we can beat at least one of... No, we're not going to beat any of these tracks, not at this rate. But I can at least see if I can make it to another checkpoint somewhere. That'd be nice. Okay, seriously, there was a time gate on the side there that was literally in the middle of the water. Like, how would you possibly go for that? You can't go through a gate treading water. Unless you can tread the water on this map. Maybe I should try that. Let's get some speed up here. Because I'm not going to try this at low speed. Or wait, that's the water there. Okay, so what was the light blue then? Like fake water? Or maybe shallow water. Okay, I actually did make it to a checkpoint here. And yeah, the checkpoint clearly was using a lot of sound channels. And that's what sort of brought the engine noise back to life here. Yeah, I'm kind of the opinion now that there's too many obstacles. Like, I mean, yeah, you can kind of go off the road, but it's just... there's way too much stuff to dodge. Like, yeah, when it brings up a huge log like that one, like, how are you supposed to dodge that normally? Because, like, I mean, if you're in the middle of the track, you can't. There's not enough time to get to the edges of that log to get around it. Oh, come on, get to the checkpoint. No. It was like 1 second away from the checkpoint. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this game is just very difficult. Although I'm noticing that one thing that seems to kind of help is if you just sort of swerve around. Like, don't hit anything. Well, try not to hit anything. But the idea being just swerve a lot, and don't do that and end up in the water anyways. Oh boy. But yeah, if you're swerving around a bunch, it seems like you got a little more chance of dodging things, because you're already moving one way or another, so it just makes it a little easier depending on where everything seems to be. But that said, I'm probably not going to hit this checkpoint again. This is about as much time as I had last time. Yeah. Yeah, this game's hard. So that was Buggy Boy. It's an arcade racing game that controls perfectly fine, but the tracks are so littered with junk that it really is more about memorizing the tracks than actual skill. Because once you have these tracks memorized, you would probably be able to get through them no problem. But as you can see from what I've been trying to do here, There's so much stuff to dodge. Like, so much stuff. How was I supposed to dodge that? They put the freaking barricades all along, like in a diagonal line.